Welcome to SCN Corporate Connect. I'm Greg Greenberg, reporting live from the CoinAgenda Caribbean Conference in San Juan, Puerto Rico. My guest is Sang Lee. He's the CEO of DarcMatter. Welcome, Sang Lee.
Thanks for having me, Greg.
Okay, it's great to have you here. You provide a platform for alternative funds. You're moving it to the blockchain. But first, tell me more about DarcMatter, what you do.
Sure. So DarcMatter is a global fintech platform disrupting the alternative asset class. So those are private equity funds, hedge funds, and venture capital. It's a very antiquated business, more than $10 trillion, and all of it is done through paperwork and personal relationships. We digitize that, and we've been running a global platform for about 3 years, but it's still a centralized model, and we're going to shift everything into the blockchain.
And what will that do for you? How will that make your process smoother? How will it reduce costs? How will it make you more money?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you actually think about the contractual process, it's still done through paper contracts and people signing documents. We're going to digitize all of those contractual terms and shift it into the distributed ledger. That means an investor in Eastern Europe can instantaneously invest into a hedge fund in New York without an intermediary.
Okay, now there's been a lot of talk about regulation out here at CoinAgenda Caribbean. Can you talk about what the SEC and their latest maneuvers mean for DarcMatter? Because whenever the SEC headlines hit, then you see a lot of the crypto sell off.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the scrutiny around regulation, what's actually happening, a lot of bad actors in cryptocurrency are leaving, right? And what actually happens is you legitimize this industry now. So we're not even in the first inning yet. If you actually think about cryptocurrency as a holder of value, if you think about how much is there, it's $1 trillion. In foreign exchange, we do about $3 trillion a day, every day. So if you actually say cryptocurrency can become like a dollar or like gold, we're not even in the beginning yet. So regulation, it's a welcome regulation from our perspective. It legitimizes it, but now all the institutional capital that couldn't invest in cryptocurrency because they didn't know what it was. They have a form that they have to give to their internal people, but they couldn't check the right boxes.
What kind of interest are you seeing from that smart money, that institutional dollar pool? Are they excited to jump into the crypto assets, or are they nervous? Like you hear a lot of the investment banks on Wall Street, they like it, but they're afraid. So what are you hearing from your people?
So I think, if you talk about like 12 months ago, people were worried about the disruption to the core business, right? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, everybody's worried about their core business, and now they're worried about the fact that investors put too much money into cryptocurrency, traditional investors. But I think the second step of that is the inevitability of the change. So we've seen projects where banks develop blockchain solutions for themselves. So they're using blockchain internally to make things more efficient. Now I think they're recognizing the fact that cryptocurrency is becoming a real asset class that may change stocks and bonds forever.
All right, and then talk about your competition. You're not the only one with a platform that's putting buyers and sellers together.
Yeah. So I think for our asset class, cryptocurrency was used for payments, for things that the retail investor understands. But if you actually think about asset management and financial services, it hasn't been disrupted for the last 30 years drastically. And what we want to do is basically leapfrog the technology. So we're not taking software solutions anymore. We're just going to decentralize the whole model. And for us, I think the competition is still the incumbents. It's Wall Street. Those are still our primary competitors.
All right, and then finally, you got a token on the way. Talk about your token timeline.
So we're in the middle of our private pre-sale. It's a US accredited offering. We're primarily selling to folks that can actually use the model and they can actually use our platform and optimize their portfolios.
All right, well, good luck with that. Thanks for coming on and speaking with us. And thank you for watching SCN Corporate Connect.